Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today I am literally just going to sit down and do my makeup before I go to work. I thought just because I've been a little bit quiet on here recently, I'm just going to sit down and do my makeup with you before I go to work. So I've also got a lot of new products to show you today. So a few of these are actually going to be like first impressions or just new products that I've been trying for about a week or so and I really love. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see my skin. So I have already moisturised my skin with the Weleda Skin Food. I put this on about half an hour ago and I just left it on while I was like setting everything up just to give it a little bit of time to sink in because it is pretty thick, but I love that in a moisturiser and it is like the one product that has just completely changed my skin. That is just like my absolute favourite moisturiser ever in the world ever. So to start with my skin today, this is a new product for me that I've been using for about a week and a bit now and I absolutely love it. So this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. First of all, the packaging of these is just so nice, such a lovely colour. I only use kind of like two sort of small pumps of this, and oh, it just smells really lovely. And yeah, I just apply that to my skin. Everyone was like so offended in my last video that I don't like put my fringe out the way when I do my makeup, so I'm going to do it again. That primer is actually a bit of a different one for me to like because it's not like an illuminating one. I normally like ones like the Lottie London Coconut Primer, that's one of my favourites. The ones that kind of have a little bit of a glow to them. This one just kind of like hydrates your skin, makes it look really nice, but it isn't like shimmery. So yeah, if you do want like a hydrated base without like a shimmery one, this is like perfect product. Okay, so then going on to foundation, this is another new absolute favourite. This is also by Fenty Beauty, who I'm convinced can just do no wrong. This is the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I've got the colour 240 and this is definitely my favourite Fenty foundation formula ever. It's just so nice. And yeah, I literally only really use like one pump of that and literally just need a mirror. Just so obsessed with this foundation, like for an everyday just really easy skin look, this is just so perfect. Like a nice amount of coverage and obviously just evens everything out. So I found that it wears really nicely throughout the day. It's not one of those like I spoke about the It Cosmetics CC whatever, which I hate, because it just went so patchy throughout the day. Sort of gets a little bit more glowy throughout the day. So yeah, I've basically been wearing this to work pretty much every day for a couple of weeks now and I absolutely love it. So now for concealer underneath my eyes, I am going to use the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the colour Medium 1 Custard. And I'm just going to use a little sponge and just kind of pop it into the top of there. And then just going to pat it underneath and kind of pull it out just to lift everything up. Again, this is a really good product. You need like the tiniest amount of this and it just lifts your face up so well. Okay, so then to lightly contour my face, I'm going to use my Nude Sticks Bondi Bay All Over Face colour. Obviously, absolute favourite, I've spoken about this like a million times. I'm just going to use that sponge again and just kind of lightly pat the product on. I really like this because it's warm toned enough to give you like a nice glow. I've really personally been into like a cool tone contour. I just don't think it really suits my face that well. And then moving on to blush, this is the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in the colour Fuego Flush. It's like a really lovely shimmery kind of orangey colour. When I first saw this I was like, don't know how that's going to look on. But when you kind of blend it in with the bronzer, it just gives you a really healthy kind of glow. So you can see when you merge them two together, they work really nicely. See, I am just obsessed with like 70s makeup and there was a lot of orange blush going on at that time. And I feel like not enough people really give it the credit that it deserves now. So yeah, thank you Rihanna for that. Okay, so now moving on to my eyebrows. I'm just going to use the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. I've just realised pretty much everything in this video is Fenty, but this is not sponsored. Just love Rihanna. Now this tiny brush on the end, which I just think is the cutest thing in the world. It's not particularly functional, but it's just sweet. I'm just going to take that, and I hope you can actually see this, and just kind of fill in the areas that are a little bit more sparse. Easy product to use. I'm not normally really that into like a brow pencil, just because I feel like you have to warm them up so much to really get any product out of them, but this one just works really nicely. So you can see I literally just kind of fill in the gaps just to kind of thicken them up a little bit. Don't really do anything too crazy. I'm very sorry that I've been a bit MIA on here recently, but I've obviously been back to work for a couple of weeks now, which has been really nice to be back, but obviously it's just been very busy. So in like the very final stages of my new collaboration, which is so exciting. So the shoot for that is actually this Friday, so it's Monday now, so yep, getting very close. I am just so excited about that. And then yeah, hopefully after the shoot it should only be maybe like a week or so until I'm actually allowed to announce what it is. So yeah, very excited. It's just going to be another very busy week this week. So yeah, that's why I've kind of just squeezed in filming this morning before I go to work. So yes, I do try my best to kind of like film whenever I get time, but obviously tattoo full time, and then got all this shoot stuff going on, and trying to actually have a life as well, which I kind of forgot to do. So yes, now going on to my eyes, I think I'm going to do just a very sort of smoky wing, but not a big wing, like a little cute wing. For that I am going to use the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette, and this is a really nice palette. I think everybody should probably have this. It's just so nice. You've got really nice olivey tones, and then like your warms and a black. I feel like this is kind of all that I ever wear, so this is like my most used palette ever probably. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit more. Hello. So I'm going to take a Zoeva 322 brow line brush, and I'm just going to take this warm brown here, and I'm literally just going to kind of map out the shape of the wing that I want. So like I said, I just want to keep it quite small. So I'm just kind of like stamping it on. You don't need to be like too careful with this. And then I tend to just use my finger to just kind of like smudge the edge of it. This is why like I just way prefer using eyeshadow than eyeliner to do like a smoky wing. I just feel like you have like way more control. I think you get just a nicer kind of feathery look rather than like a really harsh liquid line. I would say if you aren't so like confident with eyeliner as well, using eyeshadow is just a much easier way, because yeah, you have way more, you'll just have way more control, and if anything kind of fucks up, you can just sort of wipe it away. I tend to start with a brown as well, because I just find it easier to kind of map out the shape, and then I kind of go in with just like a mixture of black rather than just like a harsh black. I just think it's a little bit more flattering personally on my eyes. Quite often I actually won't even mix any black in, sometimes I will just leave it like this. I do love a brown liner, I just think it's that little bit softer. So then once you're happy with the shape of the brown liner, I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of the black, same brush, kind of pat off the excess just so you don't get any like fallout and ruin your base makeup. And then yeah, I'm literally just going to start at the bottom, like right on my lash line, and then kind of just stamping it. And that way you'll end up with just quite like a natural kind of gradient, so you can see it goes darker and then a lot lighter towards the edge. The bottom lash line, I'm just going to stamp it on at first, don't worry about kind of blending anything out, and then I'm just going to take a smaller blending brush and just use the brown this time and just kind of buff it out a little bit. I think this is quite a good like day to night makeup sort of look, so obviously in the day you could kind of have it like this, and then if you need to go out like straight from work or something, you don't have time to redo your whole makeup. A little bit underneath just kind of like transforms the whole look. So there we go. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes with the Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curlers. Mascara, I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is my favourite ever. I'm just going to apply this more to like the outer corner lashes just to kind of keep the sort of shape of the eyeliner. And then just to thicken them up a little bit more, I'm going to use the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. This is my favourite for just like really thickening and making your lashes really, really black. I was actually going to put some fake lashes on, but I think it actually looks a bit nicer without them. So I'm just going to zoom you back out and finish off the rest of my face. For lips today, I'm going to line them... Oh, gross. With the Il Makiage lip liner in the colour Coffee. This is like my favourite nude lip liner ever. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Fenty blush and just pat that on the top of my lips. It's like a nice glossy finish, and it obviously ties everything in together as well. Then just to add a little bit of extra glow to my skin, this is a new product that I absolutely love. It's the Chanel Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid, and this is the colour Sunkissed. And I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of this, and I kind of just rub it between my fingers, and then I just kind of pat it on the areas where you would highlight normally. And this smells amazing as well. It smells like expensive old women. It's one of my favourite scents. I'm just going to put my little beauty marks and freckles in using the Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick Liner in dark brown. Just to set my face and finish everything off, I'm going to use the new Lottie London Illuminating Setting Spray. Give it a little shake before you use it, and then... It smells so good as well. It smells like the coconut primer. So you love this makeup look because you can wear it really easily like in the day, and then you can kind of amp it up a little bit more for like a nighttime look. The finished look I will show you up close just so you can see. So that is the finished look for today's video. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching. As always, all the products that I've mentioned will be linked in the description down below. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the week, and I will see you all very soon. Love you.